Hey, welcome back to Voices of Reality. Temporary name because we're about to change it. But we are back with, as you can see below, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, episode 14. I know we're a little behind, but we catching up. You know, we have a life and things going on, so we trying to do, what we do. But we catching up slowly, but we trying to do it more often. But thank you, Kyra. Welcome back.
Welcome.
So
let's get into
this one, huh?
I said, let's get into it. Thank you for watching. Continue to like, subscribe to our videos. We'll be trying to go live so we could talk, interact, and give all the tea and our opinions about this episode of Beverly Hills Housewives, episode 14.
Yes, temporary name because Voices of Reality is a lot of other voices. It doesn't come right up when you punch it in. So it's like, we're going to change it to something that's not a lot of people can use, and it'll come right up soon as you punch it in.
And unique.
Yes.
Yeah.
And branding. So that's important. We still new. We getting it together out here. Okay.
And our Facebook page. We're going to get a Facebook page. We're going to get an Instagram page. We're going to get pages. So yes.
Yes. So let's just jump right into it. Beverly Hills. This episode was with the Toothless, Not Homeless. I got it. No, Homeless, Not Toothless.
What is it? Homeless, put in the chat.
No, it is. It's definitely. See, my brain they should change the name, but my brain has to really pay attention. But it's actually Toothless, Homeless, Not Toothless.
And we'll get into it because I'm when I heard about it, I'm like, is it better to have teeth but not have a house?
We think of I was thinking the same thing. Really, I really rather teeth than be out under a bridge.
I don't know the concept. Are they fixing homeless people's teeth, but they're not giving them homes? I got my veneers, but I don't have a place to live.
But now go in your cardboard box. Exactly. And then now after you get the teeth put in, go back under the bridge under your with a box. Come on now. It should be both. It shouldn't be you helping me with my teeth and then I'm still going back under a bridge. So that's the part I don't like. They need to take care of both. But anyway, the episode. What'd you say?
But hi, everyone. Joanne, Kyra, booking headline. Good vibe.
Yes.
All right.
So the first scene was with PK getting his teeth done.
Ugh.
Did you see that?
I'm happy I wasn't eating or drinking. His breath smell. It looks like it smells like hot shit. What made her even talk to him? There's no way your mouth could look so disgusting and it not smell like death.
Exactly. And how long they've been married? And so this didn't just happen yesterday. This is over time, Brown and DK happening over years and years and years. So I was just I cannot believe they showed that, because now I'm looking at Dorit sideways. This is what you've been dealing with. He's not even that much of a looker, fine. Like I said, I've dealt with men that don't look so great, but you damn sure gonna have it together. You gonna have that swag. You gonna have good teeth. You gonna have good shoes. All of that stuff is gonna look put together.
And I'm like, she was married, so I'm assuming she had to kiss him and have that breath in her face. So PK is rich, right? He got money. I'm assuming he got money.
Yes.
Why did he not fix his own teeth? And like you said, they've been married for years and you had to endure that mouth. How did she even get to the point where I'm like, oh, I'm going to go on a date with this guy? Because the first date, you could have been like, no, I don't care how much money you have. Your breath stink. Your teeth look like that. I'm not kissing you. I'm not married. I don't want a second date. Or I will.
No. I see. No, I don't know about the blackness, but let's say you got a tooth problem when I first meet you, but your personality, like I always say, I'm an advocate for a great personality that can shine through, because I've been there before where it shines through the teeth decay and a missing tooth here and there when we first meet. But trust and believe, I'm going to get that together and he's going to be well put together. But no, we're not going to be married 20 years and then it's going to be like, I'm going through this for years and years and years. No, it's going to be ASAP. Like, if you don't get this teeth problem fixed within 2 to 6 months, then I got to go. So that's all I'm saying.
That I understand. But for you to meet, for me, it's not all about money. But I don't know Dorit's situation. She didn't have the money. I meet a yuck mouth man. That's what he is, a yuck mouth man. And it'll be like, okay, we can't kiss. You can't be this close to me. Let's keep our distance. Maybe when I get the ring, then I'll influence you to get your teeth done. But it's like you said, ASAP.
Yeah.
She nasty. For me, if you've been with a man that long, his teeth look like that, and I know his breath has to smell like hot shit, you're nasty. You're nasty.
It is. Because that's not just like, okay, the teeth are crooked or something. That means that it's rotten in your mouth and the smell is permeating through your lips and skin. So, I mean,
she nasty.
But that's where we hear about the homeless, not toothless charity, because they're working on it. You know, they getting publicity. So what I read about this, the inside scoop, so you know I'm always like knowing behind the scenes. What happened is Sharon Stone is her neighbor. You know how like Jamie Lee Curtis and Kyle?
Yeah.
And how Kyle was promoting Jamie Lee Curtis's charity event. Well, apparently this is Sharon Stone's charity. She lived next door and she came like knocking over at Dorit's door and was like, you know, can you help me out with my charity? Whatever. And that's how Dorit got into the charity due to Sharon Stone. But Sharon Stone didn't want to be on air and all that. She wasn't trying to be Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, you always get the tea. So, okay, that makes sense, but it's stupid. The charity name, I felt bad because it is a charity, but they made so many jokes about the name that I'm like, is anybody really going to donate to that charity based on the stupidity of that name?
Yeah, I wasn't feeling the name. And I just don't like the whole part where they're going to be homeless still. So, you know.
See, this is the thing I didn't like is they didn't really go in depth of what the charity entails. They just said they fixing teeth, but when people were joking around, she'd be like, well, we fix their teeth and we also provide them in living.
No, but obviously, no, you see, but you're expecting more. They let you know what it is. It's teeth. That's it. You got to go back to being homeless. They're not doing homes, all that. It's strictly teeth. You expecting them to fix like how we all are. No, they're going right back to being homeless once they get their teeth fixed. From what I gather, because that's what it's called.
I mean,
they still homeless. It's homeless, toothless. Wait, homeless, but not toothless. It's in the name.
And who thought of this charity? And I know self-appearances and everything matters, but it would be like, oh, we're fixing your teeth and your appearance, maybe for you to go to a job interview and get a job, or I don't know, because it doesn't make any sense. And I need to Google this organization. I need to Google this organization because I can't believe that there's an organization that's fixing homeless people's teeth and keeping them, letting them stay homeless. Like, I can't. I gotta do some research. I should have done some research before we went live, because is this what they'll do and that's it?
I think it's all in the name. Like, if that's not the case, they wouldn't have named it. Homeless wouldn't be in the name. So it's in the name. They basically telling you they're, you know, not toothless. They're not toothless anymore, but they're still homeless. Listen, I'm a verbatim type person. This is black and white here. Okay. So listen, they need to change the name if that's not what the case is. But unfortunately, they fixing teeth and they bringing them right back into the streets afterwards. But
could it be possible that someone's homeless and like, you know what? I don't really care about getting a house. I would prefer, or a home to live in. I would prefer to have nice teeth. Who are the homeless people that's getting their teeth fixed? But then I don't know where they're getting these people. They walk on the street like, hey, you're homeless, you know, we can help you out, we can fix your teeth. Like, where are they getting all these people to, I don't understand. I don't understand the charity. Comment below. Do you guys understand the charity? Because I'd rather be with no damn teeth and have a house, a home, anywhere than have good teeth.
Hello. Who doesn't? But I mean, that's what it is. But you know, they fixing up his yuck mouth, and
it also shows how shallow who these people are that start this organization. Like, you don't need a homegirl as long as your teeth look good. But I have
Beverly Hills.
clothes, I smell like ass because I don't have a place to be. I'm hungry, starving for food. I can't even use my new teeth to eat a burger. Hello, because I ain't got no money to buy a burger. So I don't understand how they feel they could have an organization like this and put on television and look so shallow. That's what I thought. Like, Dorit is perfect for this. They should have thrown Erica into this charity because it doesn't make any damn sense.
But I think it's because this is Beverly Hills we're talking about. Beverly Hills, they're very shallow. They're very pretentious. So this is like normal to them. It's okay. As long as your outer appearance looks good, it doesn't matter if you're homeless, you're stealing, whatever it is, it doesn't even matter.
Kyra said apparently the people found out that charity has a terrible rating. I don't understand this charity. I have to do some research about it because at first I thought it was a joke. Like, this is some fake charity. And then Dorit's an idiot for even getting involved. Like, the whole thing was funny. And a lot of people were making fun of it throughout the episode. Like, Kyle, Kathy. Like, it was just stupid. Like, the name itself should at least fix other people's teeth. Like, not homeless people. Homeless people get them homes. But
maybe in Beverly Hills, they could be homeless and still shallow. Like, I think a lot of these women, they might be, they're not even worried about sleeping under a bridge. They might be more concerned about their looks. I don't know. I never lived in Beverly Hills. I've never visited there. So I don't know how these homeless people are, but who knows? They all might be shallow. The homeless people too.
That is true, but you're going to have nice teeth, but don't have clothes. Your hair ain't done. You stink. I don't think anybody's going to use it. I don't think that's going to help, but whatever. Moving on.
Yeah, so they fixing up his mouth. They promoting the dentist and all of that. They doing what they supposed to be doing to promote their charity. So the next scene is Sutton and Crystal. Crystal talking about her eating disorder again. And I feel for her, but we doing, you know, she's still in the trenches with this.
I feel bad for Crystal, and I don't want to get flack for this, but again, with me, someone that has eating disorder problems, and again, everybody gets the help when they need it.
Mm-hmm.
You come on national TV and you're telling people what you're going through. I get it. Sympathize with her. I feel bad. She looks, you know, we're still trying to figure out what this is. But I would like to see you getting help because you're telling everyone, I'm going through this, I'm going through this, I'm going through this. How are you helping others? I know she's helping others. Other people understand that she's going through, but we want to see how you're getting help because that's also going to help others. You coming on TV and saying, "Oh, I have this eating disorder." Mind you, got the funds
to
help. It does. I think she mentioned she tried to get help, but it didn't really work out. But I think her helping others more would be more helpful if she showed how she was getting help. Like, oh, I want to therapy. I'm doing this, but after the first episode, you talk about second, third. At this point, like, okay, what are you doing? Like, I want to see how you're getting help, how you're getting better with this, but not just constantly talking about you have this issue.
I think that she's like begging for help. Like, to me, it's like she's trying to get like holding herself accountable. I do that too when I'm like trying to lose weight or something. Like, it's like I'm gonna tell people, I'm gonna put it on social media, like, hey, I'm working out. Like, cause it's like I know it's like it's holding myself accountable to go and complete the task while I'm working out. Show that I'm working out. Like, it makes me like, you know, like I'm actually doing it and people know that I'm doing it. So I just think it's the same scenario with her. Like, she wants to hold herself accountable to get help.
Has she gotten help? Because this is, hello, we're in what's episode 14 when we're still talking. Like, where's the well, you know what? I think later on in the episode she did mention she reached out to Lisa Rinna's daughter's therapist because Lisa Rinna's daughter also had an eating disorder. Mm-hmm. But I hope in the reunion she talks about that she actually got the help. Not just, oh, this, oh, yeah. To me, she has a platform to help and educate women about eating disorder. Because especially living in Hollywood and Beverly Hills and with social media, there's probably a lot of women experiencing eating disorders. and having body issues. I think it's a great platform, but also I think it would be helpful to show you getting the help.
Yeah, I agree.
So that was the only thing. I want to see her saying, oh, I got help. Maybe give tidbits of the kind of help, or normally at the end they give you, if you have eating disorder, call this 800 number, something else than just watching someone talk about they have an issue. Because I'm thinking if I had an eating disorder, which I don't, I would, watching someone constantly saying they have an eating disorder, I would be watching the TV like, me too. Oh yeah, I understand. Me too. But
how are you helping me?
Yeah, I know. We're going through the same thing. Help. Like that's my cry for help would be, what is she doing? Maybe that's going to help me. You know, I think that's what it is. Or maybe even saying, oh, I want to see this therapist. He's really good. You know, like certain things like that. Or, you know, I do therapy. I learned that. Because not everybody have money to pay for therapy. I mean, I know she's not a professional therapist, but again, people may want to see how she's going through it and how she's gotten through it. I think that's what I would want to see with her storyline.
I agree. And she's still just crying out for help and just not getting it just yet.
That says a lot about her husband too.
That's what?
That says a lot about her husband too. I'm sorry. I mean, if you married and your wife has an eating disorder and she's on national TV, I mean, it seems like he knew she had an eating disorder before it went out on TV. I'm assuming she knew.
Yeah, but I think it's a pattern, because if you notice on Jersey Housewives, what's her name had an eating disorder too. I forgot her name. She's a friend now to the show now that they're coming back. Whatever her name is, but she has an eating disorder, and her husband also spoke about like how he's trying to support her, but a lot of times there's really nothing you can do if you're going in the bathroom throwing up. Like you can't like drag them to the doctor. Like if they go in the bathroom, or even when you go out and they're only eating like a teaspoon of rice, like what can you do?
That's true. I take that back. You're right. How much control can he have? He can't be with her 24/7. Or she could be lying and say, oh, I'm doing better. And then you're right. So, I mean, I just didn't see him really touch base on that. He didn't really talk about, oh, yeah. I mean, I didn't see him really talk about it, or her saying, oh, yeah, you know, my husband's been very supportive. There was no talks of how he's been supportive towards her with this. I don't remember him saying nothing in the confessional or even saying anything about. I don't remember. Maybe he did, but again, Crystal, we want to see improvement. We want to see you getting help, not you just talk about you have an eating disorder.
Yeah, because she just doesn't seem like she's embracing it. I know on Jersey Housewives with what's her name? She actually, like, you could tell like she was going to counseling. You see her going to counseling. She's talking about it. She's saying like you see her trying to eat more with her husband. She's trying to work it out with her kids so they can see her eating. Like you just don't see anything going on, any improvement with Crystal. So I just hope that the next couple of episodes, this doesn't drag out for like until next season where she's still talking about it and we don't see no counseling sessions. Like, come on, girl, we're here for you, but get some help.
Mm-hmm. That's her storyline, though. Moving right on.
The next scene is with your girl Diane and
my girl, Garcelle and Sutton. I like those are my girls. Not Diane. I can't. Every episode. What is wrong with this licking lips business?
She might think that
in the reunion.
It might be like a nervous condition. I'm sure Andy's going to have one of his shady questions from the viewers and talk about the licking of the lips. But I think she did mention it somewhere before.
I think it's from all the plastic surgery. She probably has like dry lips and she feels like she has to lick them. Or her lips are probably numb. She said, we don't do dirty Diana. Like her lip, like, I can't take, I don't like her face. I don't like her. She had poor plastic surgery to me. Whatever they did to, or maybe her face just looks like that. But the licking of the lips is not, it's too much. It looks like something is wrong with her lip and she licks it like, it's not as attractive as when LL Cool J does it. Let's put it that way. When she does it, looks disgusting.
Yeah. I don't know. It might be a nervous condition. I'm not feeling her either. So I'm not trying to give no excuses for her because I do think she is a gross human being. But aside from that, I don't know why she's doing that. But this scene was with her and her husband, who you said is a little suspect, might be a little gay. But
yes. And I stand by what I said.
I have not seen any flamboyancy going on.
Ira, Joanne, anybody in the chat, comment below. Do you agree with Elisa or me? Her husband?
No, I don't see. I don't know because they don't give him enough showtime to like.
They don't have to. The little bit I saw, he looks very suspect.
I gotta look. I was waiting for it, but I didn't see it. I didn't see the game. Kyra, do you get a little bit of not little, I shouldn't say little gay, but you know, do you feel like he's
bisexual?
I don't want to say anything offensive. I don't know.
I just bisexual.
Yeah, I just don't get. I don't see it.
I see it. I saw it because there was, you know, I didn't see the first time they introduced him. I saw it twice. I saw it at the Christmas party. I was like, oh. And there was a scene when they had her walking into Garcelle's birthday party. And he was with her. And I thought that was like, you know, typical Hollywood housewives. That's my assistant. And the sister's always gay. And I thought that was her assistant. But then they were at the bottom, fiance. I'm not saying he's not gay, but I'll be giving him the side eye.
I got to look that. They said assistant and then it said fiance.
No, I thought he was the assistant.
Okay.
But they wrote at the bottom, fiance. I thought he was assistant because his mannerism was very feminine. Maybe he's not. But I get gay vibes from him. And he could be bisexual. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying he's very...
No, it's wrong if you with a fiance that's a damn woman and you bisexual. I don't know. If you don't know about it. No, it's something that's wrong with that because it's deceitful. If you're with me and you're bisexual, then we got a problem.
She said, I'm not going to say about that, but I don't see any kissing or real physical affection. Well, I don't see that either, but I just think he's feminine. And maybe there's men that's feminine that's not gay, but
I like what Kyra said. She said, there's not a lick of chemistry. I see what you did there, girl. But yeah, I don't see that either. But they try this scene. They talking about having another baby, but apparently when you look at the last episode, fast forward.
Let's put it this way. He's younger than her. She got money. She's a smart woman. She probably did sign a prenup. He could be gay. And like, look, or bisexual, whatever, and be like, look, let me be with this woman and just keep my secret.
And you think she's down with it?
Maybe she knows. Maybe she knows he swings both ways. He could be bisexual. What I'm saying is, I could see him if they come out and be like, oh, he's bisexual. I'll be surprised, like, oh, I wouldn't be like, really? I'll be like, oh, I saw it. He's just... That
is true, because I was watching another reality show on CBS, is Big Brother, and one of the guys there, he has like this longtime girlfriend. Like she's always like they're basically known now, but it's, to me, he said in the house that he's bisexual. The girlfriend knows, and it just seems so like, but on the outside, it's like he's such in a solid relationship with this girl. They look so happy together. But he's all over on the TV talking about how he's bisexual, but it seems like she knows and they're okay with it. Like,
he could just be bisexual and now happens to be with Diana, or he could have had a man before and now he's with her. What I'm saying is he looks like he swings both ways.
That's true. That's a good observation.
Huh?
Good observation. I gotta look into it. I haven't seen it.
He looks bisexual. I mean, I have to say bisexual because he's with her. But if I saw him and she wasn't there, I'd be like, oh, he's probably gay. I mean, he gives gay vibes. I'm not saying anything wrong. He gives gay vibes. They are such a thing as gay vibes, and he gives it. So
well, there I'm trying. Huh? No, what she was going to say, you was going to read the comment.
Yeah, she says, if there's something going on, Dirty Diana knows about it. She knows. She knows that he's young, and she might be her play toy. She has somebody to go to Hollywood parties with. And she's fine. He's bisexual. He's with her now.
And she's having babies at 40, almost 50 years old.
She don't care. Like, she might be okay, you're bisexual, but you're with me now. We're going to get married. You're not going to be with men or women. And she's okay with it. What I'm saying is if he's bisexual, he's with her. He's still bisexual.
That's true. That's like, I guess you have a lot of people are like that. What they call it now? They sexually fluid.
And she might be okay with dating a man who's bisexual.
Not to sidetrack, but would you be with a sexually fluid man?
Hell no.
Moving right along. I don't want to.
Not. I don't want to be, and I don't care. Social media could come for me. I will not be with a man that is bisexual because I don't want to be. I don't want to be in a club and I got to worry. Are you looking at her
Well,
butt
it's
or
not
his
bi.
butt?
It's not. It's
Where to go?
sexually fluid. Like it's like you can go here, you can go there. They don't call
Yeah,
them
you're bisexual.
bisexual. Is played out. It is
Well,
sexually.
whatever, you better be floating in one ocean because with me, I don't want him in the club, but I don't know if you look at her butt or his butt. Like I need to know who. No, I can't do it. I cannot do it. Now if I don't know, nah. This is a whole topic. We need a new video, but my answer, I cannot do it, and I don't. Whoever decides to do it, that's their business. Me, nah. I want a man who's straight. That's it.
I agree with the straightness. I do hetero, but
I had too many questions to be asked. Like, what did you? Well, let's stick to the topic here. But my answer is hell no.
Yes. So the next one is with the next scene is Kyle and Erica. They're out. They're discussing, having a little chit chat, talking about Garcelle and being Garcelle's so concerned about Erica's drinking.
They're trying to make a big deal out of this. I mean, I remember when Erica and Garcelle went out and Garcelle told her, I think Garcelle was actually concerned. I don't think she was trying to be vindictive. Erica
Absolutely
has been acting a fool and drinking and falling. And she told Garcelle, oh, I feel I hurt myself, hit my head. I don't see Garcelle as that person that's trying to start problems, drama, or ruin Erica's name. Erica's doing it by herself, like she said.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that it was that big of a deal that Erica's trying to make it. I feel like her friends are trying to protect her. And Garcelle was the only one that was calling her out on her bullshit.
I agree. Like, I just think that Garcelle, and you'll see in upcoming episodes, which we did finish, we just trying to take it episode by episode, but you can see like Garcelle, even toward the end, when it ends, like she is the only one that's holding people accountable. And it's not just, oh, her friend, because she's friends with Sutton and she's holding Sutton accountable, but she's actually like advocating for what's right. She's on the side of what's right, not whether you have a friend or not. And that's one thing I definitely appreciate about Garcelle, like that she genuinely is concerned about Erica when her friends should be concerned, but they too busy walking on eggshells, tiptoeing around Erica, that they're not addressing the problem because they're too scared. Now, if you're too scared, you don't know if Erica could get into a car, run over a little kid being drunk on anxiety meds. Like, them ignoring this is even a bigger problem. Because it's like, this is your friend. Be concerned about her more so than being scared of her. And I love that Garcelle is just like, she's really concerned and saying something that her friend should be saying.
Yeah, and I feel like Garcelle is actually the true friend in this than her
so-called
friends. Because again, just like we mentioned in other videos, is that it's dangerous mixing medication with alcohol. Forget what she may do to other people, what she's actually doing to herself. So I think Garcelle was concerned, and she figured that, you know what, these are her real core friends, because this is, you know, they're the friends that's been friends for years. So I think it was kind of like, okay, I see an issue with Erica. Let me just talk to her real friends, and maybe they'll get through to her. I don't think she was spreading drama and things like that. So I think Erica was just making a bigger deal about it than it really should be.
Exactly. So yeah, then they the ladies are getting ready for Dorit's homeless, not toothless. Wait, homeless.
What is
toothless.
it?
Toothless, not homeless. Toothless. Wait, let me it's toothless. Homeless.
Not because remember they're homeless, but they got teeth. So it's homeless. Wait, is it homeless? Yeah, homeless.
No, the first part of it. No, the first part of it is, it is. It's homeless, not toothless. You're still homeless, but you're not toothless.
Yeah.
Oh, the most important part.
It's so funny how we're trying to get the name, because that's exactly what they were doing on the on that episode. They were still trying to figure out the name.
And that's a shame that I have to think about it, process it, and I have some alcohol in me, which is making it worse. But it's like, why do I gotta think about this? It should be like off the slip of my tongue. Like it shouldn't have to be like, oh my God, let me think. What? No. But yeah, they
have no homes, but they got teeth. That's what you.
Yeah. In Beverly Hills, that's what's most important.
Mm-hmm.
So they're getting ready for the charity event. They talking and what's the name? Dorit talks about how she has a surprise guest. So they get there, the ladies arrive, and what do you think about their outfits?
I can't remember what they were wearing. I think Lisa Rinna had looked nice, right? I don't
remember any of them wearing too much. I love Garcelle's look. Do you remember Garcelle? She had like these gold. I love some gold. That's like I love gold and like black. She had like this blazer on. Wait, can I show it? It was nice. I like it. I love a like sophisticated gold and like
hair back or something. I don't remember what they had on.
Yeah, she had like a blazer on, and then part of it had like these gold chains. I loved it.
Oh yes, I remember. Garcelle looked nice. Lisa Rinna, I think her dress was like flashy, kind of like sequins or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Garcelle. I think Garcelle had like her hair in a one, like pulled back, very sleek. Yeah, she looked nice. I mean, I don't remember what everybody else was wearing. So far back in those episodes.
Yeah, I think Kyle had like one of those Birkin bags that was like, she had like a gold bag or something, but I did like it. I just remember like liking her bag. But that was about it. That's as far as it went.
They all pretty much dress nice, excluding Sun. Sun's outfits be a little bit too out there.
Oh my God. Sutton, I feel like she's a little bit she's a little like she's a little like Kathy, but she goes to the extreme. Like Kathy has her whole June Cleaver look going on sometimes, but Sutton, I don't know.
Sutton wears stuff like I think like designers make, but nobody would wear them or buy them. And they'll be like, oh, I'll buy them because it's so different and you'll never see it on anybody else because nobody else would want to wear it. I think that's when I see Sutton stuff. Like I had never seen this anywhere, and I don't think anybody would want to wear it. But
okay.
Kyra said Kyle was trying to start mess between Garcelle and Erica. Kyle feels like she is being judged for not caring for Erica by Garcelle. Well, yeah, I mean, Erica, with Kyle, I think Kyle feels like, I think she mentioned she doesn't really want to touch on Erica really drinking because of the whole situation she had with her sister. Show of drinking. So she's very mindful about what she says when it comes to drinking. But again, Kyle should be the main person who knows all the signs. Because you have
that's what I'm saying. I don't believe that. I believe that that's an excuse. Like I just feel like they are tiptoeing around her. Like they are scared, like to approach like Erica, because Erica gives off like those, like she's intimidating to them. Like I just feel like they know like they're gonna feel a wrath if they start saying stuff about, and they did. Look what happened in the next episode when Kyle actually did say something. She called them bitches and all kind of stuff, and she just went off. And that's what they were afraid of. It's like you want to put like a cap on that like explosion, but it's like, but you can't do so much. It's coming, and then it came.
Joanne said, I want to see the outfit with the black blazer and gold accessories if you have a screenshot. I don't have it. Lisa says she did.
I know. It's like, because I love my mom. Yeah. Mom, that, Joanne is my mother. Hey, Mom. Let me just.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah. I try to keep on incognito, but I already said it. But yeah, she, my mother likes gold and black too, and so do I. So it's like I did like that, and I like chains, so it was just like nice. But yeah.
Hey, Smile. Somebody new in the chat. She said Kyle is scared of Erica. Oh yeah, they all scared of Erica.
Every one of them. It's like they on eggshells.
Yeah. And Kyra said Sun is really into high fashion. She's been going to the Met Gala for 20 years. BAS with Versace shoe design, named the shoe after her, and we know that, but that doesn't mean her fashion looks good. I mean, she could know a lot of famous people and a lot of high design. Her fashions are not, great to me. I mean, again, what do I know? She's the fashionista, I guess, over there. Myra said, like Sutton spends almost a month in Paris. Yeah, on the couture fashion week. Yeah, she's always going, and she got burgers. The woman got money.
She definitely does. And she said on the behind the scenes, the Bravo, whatever it's called, after dark or whatever.
Yeah.
But she said too, like she's getting another like Birkin to go to Paris. Just to go to Paris, she's just gonna buy a Birkin that's like, what are those bags? Like $20,000, $50,000.
I saw that. Now that you mentioned watching those after shows, that's when Garcelle mentioned that. And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna buy another one. I go to Paris. She made it seem like it was nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna buy another one. I'm like, okay. Yeah. So what were we talking? Oh, the homeless for toothless fashion. No, I'm saying fashion show event, charity event.
Yeah. So then there was a scene where like at the event they schmoozing and like just socializing and stuff. And then PK is telling his story about when he got stopped by the cops. I thought that was interesting when he told the story. And what did he say? He got stopped by the cops with a DUI, and he basically tells them, I was at lunch. And then he said the cops asked him, who was you at lunch with? Like, first of all, who does that? But to me, what I got from that story is like, I guess the Beverly Hills kind of like persona is like, he just wanted the name drop. He basically was saying that when the cops stopped him to give him a DUI, they asked him, who did he just come from lunch with? And he was like, oh, Lionel Richie. I was just out having brunch. Like, what's the problem? Like, I just thought that was like weird.
That's because he's white. That's why. First of all, if you were a black man, they wouldn't ask you your lunch with. You probably been shot down.
I don't think they asked him. I think he's lying about that. But you are right about that situation. Like, I definitely think that they did treat him with kid gloves. But at the end of the day, the story did come out that he did get charged with a DUI. So they get charged. I mean, I think he would have kept that story under wraps. So it came out. He definitely, I don't know if he got charged, but I mean, everyone knows he got a DUI or charged with a DUI. So
I could have sworn Dorit said that they said he got stopped, but he really didn't get charged, or they made a mistake or something. Yeah.
They didn't make a mistake. It was in the newspaper. Like, that's how it came into the episode. It was basically like a thing, like on social media. It was making its rounds, like that he got stopped. And I think his whole like trying to like make himself seem important. It was like, I got a DUI, but I was out with Lionel Richie drinking. Like hello, like why this? It was worth the DUI. That's what I got from the story. Like, I'm in Beverly Hills. I'm eating with Lionel Richie, getting drunk, drinking and driving. Could hit a bus full of kids, but listen, I was out with Lionel. That's what I got from the story.
Oh no! I mean, from the whole thing, I just felt it was white privilege again. So the fact that he could even talk about the DUI on the show and not have bruises says a lot. So for me, it was like, okay, this is white privilege moving right along.
Okay.
And Kai said the bottom feeders are some of the ones to name drop the first. Yeah. And they let him blow a second time, and his aqua percentage was below the limit. Oh, so it was below. So maybe nothing really happened to him. Maybe they stopped him, but he didn't really get charged for anything. But he was doing something for them to stop him in the first place. I mean, they seem like they kept that story hush-hush anyway. It
probably was out on the scene. It probably was like, it probably like, now that Kyra said that, it probably was a situation like that.
Maybe it wasn't that big of a situation.
But it did probably hit the headlines. Like Kyra said, like it was probably like he did blow under the limit. And, they blew a second time, and letting him blow a second time was suspect, because they would never do that. I would bring up a story that happened to me. I was young though. I was like 20 years old, and something like that happened to me, where it was like they stopped me. My girlfriend like knocked on the door. It was like I was so young, and she was like, "Oh, can you drive me home?" I'm in the house having a drink with my company, but she was like stuck with her 2 kids. Then I got stopped by the cops, like, because this idiot that she's with jumps out the car. But I was like, they was like blowing to this, and it was like I was under the limit too, but they did harass me. Like I literally didn't even finish. It was like I didn't even finish the drink. So I was like pissed off that they just put me through like all that aggravation, when it was like I had literally a half a drink, but they still did the whole motions and stuff like that. So I did have a PK situation.
Oh, okay. Well, normally it doesn't go that
But I don't
way.
have money, so I could say they were like nice too. Like I did have that whole situation. I just didn't have nobody I was eating brunch with, and Lionel Richie and all of that is missing from the story. But I get like it just coming back to me now that when I was like really young. So
Oh my God. But I mean, it was something to talk about because they probably knew it was going to come out. The press was going to bring that story up. But to me, it was kind of like, okay, nothing really happened to you. So moving right along.
yeah. So they talk about Dorit talks about hooking Garcelle up with this phantom guy like that doesn't exist that we have not seen. Like what I don't know, like where is he? You've been talking about him for 2-3 years now since you've been on the show, since Garcelle been on the show. So she talks about that. And Garcelle kind of like, yeah.
For she didn't ever, they never saw this man. So why bring it up unless you're gonna have him on a TV show or you're gonna introduce Garcelle? I hate when people do that. It's back in high school, like, oh, I know somebody likes you. It's like one of those high school elementary stuff, like, who? Well, I'm not gonna tell you. Like, get over it. You're adults now. If the guy, then what kind of wimp is this? Like, who's this man that's going to Dorit? Oh, I really like Garcelle. Like, just shut up, Dorit.
I think that's Dorit just trying to be cool. Like, I got something for you. You're single, and you're like, and I guess Garcelle's supposed to be like, oh my God, a man, penis. Where is it? Like, she's supposed to like that's supposed to excite her, like, because she got like a big old treat for Garcelle. Like, so that's what I'm getting from it. So I don't know. Kyra said they only talked about it on the show because it made the blogs, because it happened 3 weeks prior. They be trying to hide stuff. Yeah, that's we're talking about the DUI.
True. That's why they talked about it. If they didn't, they wouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, probably because nothing came out of it. It wasn't like he was really like, he blew below the limit. So it's like, okay, it's not a big a deal. But, you know, of course he wanted the name drop to make it like important. But the next scene was Kyle, and they start talking about Rinna's meltdown and what she actually said to Dorit at that wine, whatever they was doing at Rinna's house with the bubbly, the wine or whatever it was.
Wine she's coming out. Well, she said to Sutton, you mean?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, what she said to Sutton, it was like a discrepancy. Did she say, get the fuck out of my house? Or did she say nothing? Like, she didn't use the word, like, she was basically saying, like, denying it at this point, Rinna.
She was denying, but I think that's what she said. Comment, ladies, but I think that's what she's saying. Get the fuck out. Because that's what she was saying. She didn't say it. And I was like, wait, that's what she did say. And they showed her saying it. They went back and they showed her saying it. She did say it.
No, but I think it was a discrepancy. I think they were saying that she said, fuck you, as opposed to get the fuck out. So there's a difference between get the fuck out. No, there's a difference between get the fuck out and fuck you.
I thought she said both. I thought she said fuck you and get the fuck out. I thought she said both too.
No, she did not. I would have a problem with that too. If I told somebody get the fuck out, don't say I said fuck you, because there's more impact with fuck you than get the fuck out. So I get Rinna at that point. No, I did not say fuck you. I said get the fuck out. But let me stop using the F word before we get taken down. But
I thought she said both. She didn't say both?
No.
Well, either way, she's used the F word. So what was the issue? Kyra said at Rinna's house that has 3 liens on it, worth more than the home. She said F before to get out part, regardless the word was used in the sentence. The word F was used, but maybe she said F you to. I thought she said F you and get out. She said F you.
Okay, out. Wait, I have it written down. She said, fuck you, you can leave if you're going to talk like that. So that she didn't say, okay, she didn't say get the fuck out. She said, fuck you, you can leave if you're going to talk like that. So I guess, and more, she did say, like you said, she did say both. Because it was basically like F you and you can leave. So basically F you and get the F out. So it was more or less.
I felt. I wouldn't, and then I was highly disappointed that son stayed. Somebody said that to me on the curse and then leave.
Yeah, I would have left too, and me and Garcelle would have left. Like, I wouldn't have stayed if somebody told me that. I would have cursed her out and then left.
Now would Garcelle have left? That's the question.
They always pack up. The crew, the team always pack up together and leave.
Yeah, that's true. But that's what she said. So what was the argument?
Rinna was basically like, she doesn't remember saying that. Like, she doesn't remember saying like F you or anything like that, but she did. So that was like the whole back and forth with that scene. And
she probably didn't remember. They were drinking a bunch of wine.
Yeah. So then Rinna goes on to say that Sutton didn't apologize to Harry Hamlin for, I guess, the whole ticket table thing again. Back to that again, where Rinna has not gotten over it.
So at this point, she was yelling across it. This is a scene where she was like yelling across the table at Sutton with everybody with Homeless, Not Toothless. Oh, I got the name right. Sitting there, eyes wide open, and Crystal's friends were just like, woo, woo, woo. So this was the part where they were going back and forth, and Kyle was instigating the whole thing.
Absolutely, she was, yeah. And they knew it too.
I really want to punch Kyle at that moment. I didn't like it because she did it and she was laughing about it. I don't really. There was a time I kind of like Kyle. I don't like her. I like her less and less every season. And I think this season she really was starting drama because, again, maybe nothing else was going on. But I really did. This is the season I liked her the least. I really didn't like her at all this season. She said, well, Kara said, when I tell you I can't stand Kyle, I can't stand, I don't like,
No, Kyle calls out Vile. You got to get the name right.
Vile? Oh, I'm like, okay, I thought it was a typo. Okay.
No, Vile Kyle.
I know, I kept saying Kyle, but she said Vile. Okay, gosh.
Yes, Vile Kyle. But yeah, I don't like the way she's been acting too. It started from when I just feel like she was all up Erica's ass. Like I don't like that whole like sucking ass and not like really being a true friend. So yeah, I started not to feel her either.
Yeah, but even then she was stirring up the pot with between Kyle and Sutton and laughing and making it seem like acting real mean girlish. I didn't like her. Smile said I've never been a Kyle fan. Yeah, I kind of, but now I no.
Yeah.
Pyra said Val is pathetic. This show finally lets Val feel like a star in her family, and it isn't good. That is true. Now she is a star. She's well known more than Kathy. I mean, not I guess in a TV world, more people know Kyle than do Kathy.
So I can't agree with that because I feel like she's not being shown like a star. I think they are editing her to show like. I don't think it's coming off good. I think it's the editing is showing us who she really is. That's why
the previous seasons, now it's really showing us. But I think previous season,
true.
Kyle is the, every housewife has the star or the longest person who's been there the longest. Kyle is the person who's been there the longest. She's the leader, I guess. She's the main one. She's holding the team. That's all her friends, her circle. She's holding the group together. Every show has that one. This is her. So it is, I guess her show, if you want to call it, even though everybody has storylines. But every other seasons, I've seen her like be the friend, trying to keep everyone together. And she looks like the good friend. Mm-hmm. This season, I just didn't like her at all. I don't know if she did it to stay relevant on the show. If something's going on in her own personal life, but I really didn't like her.
Yeah. And do you think that Sutton owes Harry Hamlin an apology?
For what?
That's what I was thinking too. And then she started going crazy on Sutton, as the special mystery guest is coming down the steps for Dorit's event, Rinna's like yelling and screaming and cursing. And it is so funny how no one kind of checks her. Like if that had been Garcelle, Dorit would have been calm down, shut. No one was even really getting control of Rinna in all of this. That was just weird.
In shock. And Kyle said, I said it makes her feel like it, not that she is. And then Kyle said her friends use her and run over. Yeah, Kyle's a sucker. But with Rinna, I think people were just in shock. What the hell? She just had an outburst, I think. And
a Kathy meltdown, as they say. How they all blaming Kathy in the next episodes. It's like, Rinna, you had your own meltdown.
Yeah, and went at Son across the table, and it was just like, oh my God, and here comes, who was this, the woman that was performed? I forgot her name. The lady that was singing.
Melissa Eldridge. That's who the next scene was. The surprise guest was Melissa Eldridge. And
yes,
she sounded good. I actually liked that. Like I actually liked it. I liked that song. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, I didn't know who she was at first. The way that, I was like, who's the other lady?
I wonder if they edited to like make it seem like, did they really like? I know she's like, I think she's like a Grammy award winning like performer or whatever, singer. I know the song more than I know her, the name. Because when she did sing the song, I was like, oh, she sang that.
That's who. I mean, the face looked familiar, but the way they made it seem, you would think like, I mean, I don't know how famous she is, but I mean, I like the song, but the way they reacted, I was like, is she that big of a deal? I mean, again, that's their.
I think that was the ending, though. Like, you can't tell me that Kathy and all of them knew who that was. Like, stop. Like,
probably. I mean, it's an old white lady. They knew who she was.
I don't think so.
It wasn't like our generation of women, like performers. I think they all knew who she was, but I just wondered, did they really, the way they acted, was it worth, like, I mean, I don't know. For me, it was just like, okay, but they're like, they were screaming like on top of the lungs, like Michael Jackson walked out of the room. I don't remember Garcelle's face, but they made it seem like it was such a big deal.
That's what I'm saying. Why is it that no one knew? Like, everyone knew who Melissa Eldridge was. Like, I don't believe that. But hey.
Maybe then that group, yeah, I think they probably did, because what's the name? Kyle, like she lost her damn mind. I don't remember Garcelle's reaction, but I didn't really know who she was. She looked familiar, but once I heard the song, I was like, oh, okay. But if I was there, my reaction would not have been like their reaction towards her. Like, she's an old singer. Like, does she even have any songs?
Yeah, I would have sat there and been quiet. And then when she sang the song, I would have been like, oh, she sang that. Like, because that's what I was doing at home. Like, I was like, who's that?
I mean, if
and
I
then
saw
started singing.
John come out, somebody to me more big, I would say, but she's, to me, not a big deal. But again, I may be wrong. I'm not a fan. So for them, it's probably a huge deal to be in her presence.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for me, it would have been like, whatever. Kyra said Rinna was getting amped up because Son wasn't taking her seriously, playing with utensils and name card. And Kyra said they were hyping up Dorit's dry and tacky event. Yeah, her toothless, not homeless.
Yes. And I don't think I think it was the next episode. I don't think it was this episode where they go back and forth about the name. Yeah, it wasn't. It was the next episode where they go back and forth. I know, but I don't think it was. I think at the next one they talk about it in reference to that night. And then it's like when you recall it back, it was like, wait, what? Toothless, but whatever. But yeah, I agree with Kyra that I think like Rinna is looking for more of like, she wants Sutton to bow down, kiss her feet and apologize, kiss Harry Hamlin's feet and apologize. Like, I just think she's looking for way too much of an apology. Like, Sutton, I feel like she apologized over and over and over again. Like, what? Like, I don't even think Sutton should apologize. What is she apologizing for?
I don't know. And
she sat at my table and I paid for the table. And yeah, I put it out there and I let you, it's not a lie. What am I apologizing for? And then Son still apologized. Like, this is it. And then you want me to apologize to your husband? And then Son actually did say, I don't know if you remember the scene where she's in a confessional, Sutton, and then she reads off the text that she sent to Harry Hamlin.
So this is why I feel I makes me not like Sutton, that she doesn't have a backbone and she gets bullied into doing things she knows that's not right and she doesn't agree with. A situation like that, you stood your ground, you made your statement, you shouldn't apologize to no one. She was getting bullied by Rinna and the team and felt, okay, let me just go do away with this. Let me just apologize. I think it wasn't that she believed she was wrong. It was more so, let me apologize to get off my back.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel. I don't feel she really means apology, but she just did it just to say, keep the peace. So Kyra says, son paid for the table, nothing to apologize for. Yeah, they're upset really for her having the nerve to stand up to Garcelle. Yeah, I get upset for Garcelle. I agree. I think that's what it was because she stood up for Garcelle. She told her to. That's why I was upset that son apologized. You should have stood your ground, said, this is what happened. I'm not apologizing.
Sun just doesn't have that complete backbone. She got a little bit of a backbone that comes every now and then, but once you put her feet to the fire, she's gonna like bow out. Like she's not gonna be able to stand 10 toes down. So that's what I think Sun's problem is.
And she's going against Lisa Rinna, who's very aggressive.
Yeah. So then in this scene, Lisa Rinna starts to like talks about her mom, and then she starts to just have like a real like breakdown at this point where she goes from like, you know, this manic mode to now like sobbing, crying. Everybody's like feeling bad for her and hugging her now at this point.
Watching that scene did make me feel bad for her. I mean, I haven't lost a parent yet. I felt bad, and I watched Beverly Hills and I stopped, so I haven't watched the episodes or the seasons when Rinna first came and how she behaved. But when they show flashbacks of her hitting a glass and acting crazy, this is not her first outburst. This is not her second outburst. Her mother wasn't dead at that time. But again, when people lose loved ones, they do act differently. And sometimes it could be in a volatile, violent manner. But her saying the way she's been acting towards Sutton is due to her mother's passing. That could be true, but I also think Rinna would have done it if her mother was alive. I don't know if really her acting like this to Son has anything to do with her mom's death, because she has a very mean streak to her. So I don't know if that really had anything to do with her mother's passing.
Yeah, I'm with Kyra. The fake crying because she knows she looked a damn fool. So I'm with Kyra on this. I just thought it was weird. I think she was fake crying. And I do believe like because she started to like, she's like embarrassed at this point. It's like now it's like you got to gather the troops to feel bad for her, to make her to feel sorry because she went from one extreme to the next. And I don't believe it had anything to do. I mean, I'm sure her mom is hurting, but she already said in plain language and like, I love torturing Sutton. Yeah. She enjoys it.
And Kyra says she used the same excuse of that past as she was acting fool towards Kim. Oh, look at that. And she's acted fools before when her mother was alive. So okay. I think, like you said, it was kind of like, yeah, she was affected by the stuff of her mom, but I think it was like attacking Sutton. Like you said, oh my God, I look bad. Let me, have this outburst. So maybe in the moment she did get emotional, but she know everyone would forget everything she did. At that particular moment, no one's going to bring her bad behavior up because they feel sympathy for her, compassion towards her mother passing. And then Kyle, of course, and Kathy, who's still going through their mother's passing, tapped into that right away.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It worked. Like Rinna's an actress. So I just believe that what she did, it worked. And I believe that like, it was rehearsed.
Kyra said Rinna was hoping Son had a freak out like her first season. Probably. I think she was hoping that Son freaked out. And when she didn't get her way, she figured, let me cry over it. Everybody feel bad about me. And this outburst, everyone will forget. Or they won't bring it up, or every time I'll mention that it has to do with my mom's passing. Because when someone has a loved one that passed, you kind of walk on eggshells. You don't want to say the wrong thing. You want to forgive them for everything they've done. They keep mentioning the same thing. You don't want to attack them because then you're, oh my God, how could you be so cruel? Her mother just passed away. So I think it was a way where Son could even, at this point, verbalize what she really felt towards Rinna at that point. Because if Son was angry and felt like, okay, I'm going to eventually tell her how I feel, she can't really bring that up because now Rinna said that she acted like this because her mother passed away. Mm-hmm. If Son brought it up, like, you really bring this up? I already told you my mom's passed away. It would have been one of those things like, oh, and then they would have jumped in. Rinna, I mean, Son, how could you do this to Lisa Rinna? My mom's passed away. It would have been a whole big thing. Now Son would look like the villain. So I think her strategy worked well with that group.
Definitely. Her acting skills paid off.
There was what was she in again? What was Young and the Restless?
Yeah, I think it was Young and the Restless. And I did watch her when I used to watch Beverly Hills 90210. I used to love that when I was young. And I did Rinna played in Beverly Hills. No, Melrose Place. I'm sorry. That was like the spinoff.
With Lockfield and Jake. Oh, I used to love Melrose Place. Remember Jake?
Yes. I loved Melrose and Beverly Hills 90210. But Melrose too was good.
Wait, what was she? She was on Melrose Place for the whole.
She came in like a couple of seasons after. Like she wasn't on there from the beginning. She came on like the last couple of seasons. She was like the neighbor. I think she started messing with Jake.
I don't remember. She had the fake lips too. Back then?
Yes, she had them lips for she had before Botox and the lip injections was a thing. She was down with that program.
Oh, that's why they looked before. She was a good doctor. Oh, okay. I didn't remember her in Melrose Place, but I used to watch Melrose Place too.
Yes.
Kyra said Rinna displays why she is an out of work soap opera actress. Yeah, I mean her acting skills didn't fool us, except for Dinwiddie said for Friends. I mean, if I was son, I would have left it alone because she would look bad, to be honest. So, I mean, her acting skills, I guess, sort of paid off. To some extent, Joanne said it's a devastating loss to lose a mother. But some folks use the loss to constantly excuse that. Yeah, this thing about her mother passed is going to last for a while now. Now, everything is going to be about the whole, who knows in the reunion, she's going to use that as why she's going at Kathy Hilton.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then you tap into that and you feel sorry, especially if you lost a parent. I mean, I've known people who's lost loved ones and they became totally different.
But not in a bad way, right?
In a bad way.
Oh, damn.
You get angry, but I mean, I don't know, but her mother was older. Her mother looked like she lived a fulfilled life. It wasn't tragic, unexpected death. Her mother was 90 something. You knew it was coming. So I don't know how. I mean, again, I don't know. I haven't lost a parent. I don't think if I lose my mother, I'd be angry. But everybody deal with death differently. But Lisa Rinna was always an angry person. So really, if someone, this is how I would feel. If it was like Garcelle, someone who normally doesn't act like this, and their parents passed away, I'd be like, I understand. Lisa Rinna's been a bitch. Her behavior to me is not anything differently than what she's done in the past. So I could not equate her mother passing with her behavior. I think it's totally two different situations. She just decided to combine both of them so she didn't look bad. Yes, I agree. And that brings that episode to a close. That's when she crying. It ends at that episode. It ends at that scene, I mean. And that was it for Beverly Hills episode 14. Yeah, that was it, ladies. It went by. It seemed like it went by fast, but we were running our mouths for an hour. Yes. So that was it. Thank you for watching, joining. Kyra, Joanne, Smiles, good vibes, all of you that was here. Yes, you are our first like live chat room chatters. Like we appreciate that so much, and we're never gonna forget it, even when we get bigger and have more people in the chat. Like we appreciate you guys, and we always gonna remember it, even when we get bigger. Yeah. And what do you think? Do you want to do another? Do you want to do Atlanta after this? I mean, we're gonna close this out. We could go do it in Atlanta. If you guys could join us again. If it's getting late, you can't. But we'll be on. Yeah, we're gonna record another episode. Our next episode, right after this, we're gonna go live and we're gonna do Atlanta, right? We up for the night? I'm on. I gotta refill my cocktail. Yes, thank you, ladies. Yes. Bye.